Hi, I'm Dr. Karen Murphy and I'm a clinical psychologist supporting children, families and young adults living with allergies. And today I'd like to tell you all about how anxiety shows up for parents of children living with allergies. Food is just everywhere. I can't avoid it, and I feel panic all of the time. This is a narrative I often hear with the parents that I support. A recent study showed that 81% of parents of a child living with allergies reported clinically significant worry. This figure is shocking and really highlights the impact that allergies has beyond the young person directly. I want to talk you through a story of a parent navigating the journey to highlight some of the challenges that come up for them. It's helpful in both raising awareness that there is more to this than just avoid the food. But for those of you navigating this journey, I want you to also know that you're not alone. So let us start at the moment parents enter into this allergy world. For some, diagnosis might come close to weaning, but for others, it might come later. No matter when it is, parents will go through stages as they process a diagnosis, and this looks different for each family. Feelings of anger, sadness, anxiety may arise whilst the parent grieves the life that they thought they were going to live. The weaning journey may not be how they imagined, and as they listen to other parents in the antenatal group, they long to have an experience similar to others, where they can enjoy their child exploring new foods. Instead, they may be struck by fear every time they introduce new food. They may need somebody else there to lead the introduction. This experience can feel isolating, as no one they know has allergies. Imagine if every time you had to give a friend or a loved one a new food, your body experienced symptoms as if they were about to sit an exam or jump out of a plane. This is what parents are dealing with on a daily basis. Those past times of being able to go into the supermarket, quickly pick up items to see you through the week may feel like a distant memory. The time spent checking all the ingredients on packets, as well as the increased financial burden of finding allergy-free alternatives. Children with food allergies may also be more susceptible to experiencing feeding difficulties, and so as well as managing the exclusion of the allergies, mealtimes can feel stressful, even around food they're able to have. As a child gets older, a parent may want to spend more time away from the child, either with a partner or with friends. However, there are very few people that they might trust in managing their child's allergies. They may feel that others just don't understand the risks that are involved, the real risks that they are managing on a daily basis. They feel like they need to be with their child all of the time, and this can make transitions to nursery or to school feel particularly challenging. They want to find a school that is going to be best for their child from an academic, a social, and a psychological perspective. They also want to find a school that has a great allergy management policy and understands the balance between inclusion and managing the risk. There may be challenges throughout the school year. There may be an increase in party invites, and so communication with other parents becomes vital. They know they need to do this in order to manage the risk, but are left feeling like a burden for having to discuss it. They may feel guilty for having to say no to events, to certain foods that their child asks for, or even they feel that they're to blame for their allergies. Activities like eating out or travelling can be overwhelming too. They live with the unknowns of what might lie ahead. The what-ifs can feel endless, and the journey may not be a linear one. Experiencing an allergic reaction may knock the confidence of the whole family. The difficult emotions that arise following the reaction can have a profound effect. Parents hold most of the responsibility in managing an allergy, and as children get older and move into their teen years, they may start to hand over some of this to the teen. If you are an allergy parent and this sounds familiar, you're not alone. There are strategies to help to navigate this journey. Hi, I'm Dr. Karen Murphy, clinical psychologist with over 15 years experience in both the NHS and the private sector, specialising in helping children, families and young adults manage the emotional challenges of living with allergies. My practice combines therapeutic approaches like cognitive behavioural therapy, mindfulness and compassion-focused therapy to support each person's unique journey. I also run an allergy-focused podcast, Serene, to offer further insights and resources. If you or someone you know is looking for support, hit follow, as I'd love to connect and help you explore what's possible. You can find me on Instagram at Dr. Karen Murphy, and my website is drkarenmurphy.co.uk. I've just spent the day filming with Mind Friends, so stay tuned to hear more ways to support those living with allergies.